Hi everyone. I see people waiting. Oh, we already have 100. Okay. I'll give you a second or two to add, okay? Yes, chat is working. Hi. Please write what city are you from? Let's see. Oh, hi, Zaporizhian region. I'm myself from Zaporizhia. It's nice to see you here. Odessa, okay. Dnipro, Kharkiv, Odessa. Oh, okay. I see we have a lot of people today. It's a bit of challenge for me to read all the messages. I see Kharkiv, Ivano-Frankivsk. Okay. Hi. Oh, you don't have to send me your email. After this webinar, we will send you a certificate of participation. So it's okay. It will be sent. Okay. Hi. Черкаси, Любар, Дніпро, Львів, Костянтинівка, Кривий Ріг. Окей, Біла Церква. О, церква. Так. Кропивницький, Камайка. Oh, I see a lot. Okay, I really welcome you to use the chat like that during webinar too. Okay. Thank you for coming today. I know that right now it's more about primary school, as right now we have this choice for NUSH. Yeah? But then we will have time to talk about adults. That's why today I've chosen this topic to speak with you, teaching lower level learners. For some of you who already been on my webinars, I welcome you with open hands, but for people who only first time here, I want to make a small introduction, just a few words. My name is Irina Malarova. I'm an LT consultant of Linguist company, obviously, yes, you can see it on the screen. We are proud representatives and suppliers for National Geographic Learning in Ukraine. And today we have this topic, teaching lower level learners. Mostly we will talk about adults. I can say that it's my specialty. All my fails have been done with these types of learners. And I hope I learned something to share with you. And you will share with me. But, you know, we will be talking about gap. Yeah, gap. Our level of English and the level of our students who only begin this road approaching learning English. And we will talk about all the challenges and struggles that we have and how to improve this communication. Yes, so mostly we will talk about mediation today. It's just that I believe only right now we will be mentioning mediation, but if you're interested in this topic, definitely look up mediation. I believe it will be some good insights for us. Yes, and today, cross on my heart that I will be showing you only examples no higher than elementary, as we will focus on lower levels, yes, but also let's think about situations, and sometimes we have mixed class, and we have students who seems only starting their road, but they are high achievers, they do it quickly, and let's compare them to people that who ask for more attention from us, and sometimes we are also called low-level learners, but then we talk about not language, yeah, language skills. We're mostly talking about learning skills, and it's also sometimes a part of what we need to take in account. Then we talk about lower level learners. Yes. Before we will start, it's only we only started. I need to mention your certificate of participation will be sent to your email box within 3 working days. So if I'm correct, I believe On Tuesday, you need to check your email box to see if your certificate is there. If it's not there, please check your junk box. Sometimes, just by some magic, it appears there. And if really you don't see your certificate in your email box, junk box, please contact me. My details you will see at the end of this webinar. I will send you your certificate, so no one would go without certificate for this webinar. And also recording would be on our YouTube channel. So if someone or something will distract you, and especially right now we care for safety, yes, that's why be sure you will be able to continue to watch. Nothing will happen, and your certificate will be sent to you. If you're registered, it will be. For today, I want to chunk up our topic in several sub-themes. Oh, hi, Donetsk, Kharkiv, hi. One of them would be teachers' voices. It's like a wordplay. Yesterday we will be seeing examples of cards called voices, but also I want to talk about how we form this teacher's voice. Not in a sense how to sound louder, yeah. It's more about confidence, inner confidence to be a good teacher and to give good lessons, and also confidence that we can transmit to our students, yes, empathy that we sometimes our voice need to have. For our students, especially who only start this journey, really feel comfortable with our lessons, yes. Okay. I see some people are writing about that. Also a cool topic, I believe. For me, I see already some hints that it will be red sunset, but I see in Lviv it's a good Sunday afternoon. Okay. So we'll talk about learning objectives, obviously. Then we want to have our students engaged in a lesson. We need some good learning objectives for them to follow, yeah, and for us to make some assessment and also to give feedback. It's all about objectives, yeah. It's like a small stone that we put into the foundation, and if we take it today, learning objectives, everything will be just crumble, yeah. We won't be able to build a sound building, yeah, construction. That's why learning objectives are obviously something that we need to mention. And we will be talking about Bloom's taxonomy, and maybe some of you know what does it mean, lots and hearts. For the rest, please stay tuned. You will learn what these acronyms mean. And also questions, please feel free to type in any questions that you may have during this webinar in the chat box. Yes. At the end, I will skip through and take a look at what you asked me and try to answer them. If not, I will be asking you. I tried to talk with you even through the chat, and hear your opinions and share opinions. I don't want it to be set in stone, only what my ideas about teaching. I want to share it and to find some common ground about it. Yes? Okay. Oh, okay. I see already some people know. Lower order and high order thinkers class. Yes, lots and hearts. It's about that. We will just mention them, but I hope it will lead us to something, some practical ideas. Okay. So let's start with this question. I know, it's a bit of a stretch to ask you something like that. As I believe if you are here, you're already on this road to be outstanding teachers, as you are trying to learn something new, to speak to your colleagues, to share your opinions, yes? But still, I will ask you this question. What makes us teachers outstanding? Please give one or two ideas. What makes you already, yeah? Maybe you already feel like outstanding teacher. Okay, creative, being creative. Okay, it's a good idea. I have my list. It's just like I was trying to create what we do with patience. Oh, patience, results of definitely results of students, yes, bad and good. We progress from that. Okay, try to follow the challenges of our life. Experience, okay, yes, definitely experience. We all about experience with students. Loyal to students. Yes, I believe loyalty. Yes, it's important. I've used another phrase, but you will see. Yes, organization. Yes, they are like managers. Yeah, learning managers. We need to be aware of a lot of things. Our program, other learning objectives, time, our student state. Yeah, it's all about management. Okay, experience and competence. Yes, we learn a lot. We learn a lot. Good rapport with the students. Yes, friendship. It's an interesting idea. You see, I've tried both. To be a strict teacher, to be a friend type teacher, friendly type teacher, you know, like more a pal than a teacher. And both lead me miserably, I would say. It never worked both days. Only balance. I believe friendship, yes, but in balance, yes? Like we need to have this invisible screen between us and our adult students, yes, with primary, with secondary learners. I believe it's different levels of communication we use, but with adults sometimes they don't see us as teachers, yes, or sometimes they see only as teachers and never see us as equal people with struggles, yes, with some ideas, with principles. So I believe, yes, friendly atmosphere, yeah, okay. We need to set a mood, tolerant, motivation, okay, cooperation, and respect and motivation. I see we have a lot of motivation. Yes, motivation, the love to children, yes. You know, it's like becoming a doctor, but being scared of blood. We need to love. Sorry, don't know which of my gadget is making this sound. I hope to turn it off. Okay. So what I want to mention is that we need to love not only children. I believe the learning process too. Yes, they need to enjoy. As my colleagues sometimes saying to me, that good presentation is that you don't have a chance not to tell. Yeah, you just want to go and tell people about it. And same with learning. Yes, if you are really interested in teaching someone, you just feel this craving to talk about particular topics and to see how it influences other people. Yeah. Okay. Results. I believe results. It's good. Yeah. Confidence. I would say feedback. Yes. Feedback. Sometimes that other students give us is good for. Facilitating. Okay, skills, yeah. Okay, so I will start presenting you, but please continue to write your opinions. I will definitely check it. Maybe I will use it for some post, you know, like what really that we feel confidence, yeah, to feel that we are really teaching. Okay, so first my idea, yes, that we need to care. We need to be really like easy to approach. Yes, they need to understand needs of the students and be ready to hear them, not only to listen. Yeah, they need to hear. So they need to be really caring and really wanting to help. Sometimes you know, as teachers we have these bad days and we want just to stay near the blackboard, write something and never turn back and talk to our students. It's not cool. Yeah, it's better to care. And if you have bad day, it's better to be open about it and propose another activities, but never to turn your back on your students. As they really feel when we care and we don't really care about their results, about their progress. It's about that. Yeah, they need to be inspired. love the work. Yes, definitely. Be motivated and inspired. Inspired by different things. Yes, it can be something that you learned new trend, new teaching trend. It can be something like a new material that you found, new activity that you want to try. It can be just a talk with your student and some insight that they provide to you, and you're like, I need to tell that to other people. Yeah. Also, it's important. I believe it's really important that we sometimes. Why we're struggling with our lessons, that we don't really tell our students that we are not library, we are not dictionary, we're not really even students' book, yeah? Like, we are people, yeah? And we really need to admit our mistakes, yeah? And also some gaps that we have in the knowledge, as it's would be really strange if you know about everything, yeah, and then be able to give expert thought on different topics. Yes, like there is some proverb that if you know everything, you don't know, you know nothing. Yes, so it's about that. That hi, latecomers, please be engaged. Okay, so it's about that. If we just try to like to create an image that we ideal, that we know everything, we are bound to have some problems with it, and students would feel like they are not approachable. Yes, like, okay, it's my teacher, she definitely has got a really high level of English and never felt any kind of disappointment with English learning, and also she won't be or he won't be able to understand my struggles. Yes, and then we see only outcome. The student coming to us and saying, sorry, I don't understand, and I don't feel energy to continue to learn. Yes. Last skill presentation, flip classroom. Yes, it's a good idea. It's really good ideas to have our students to be engaged. Yeah, to stay with us, to never give up on learning. And with adults, I believe they have another type of problem. Sometimes they come to us with already experience of learning English, and that experience can be really bad. Yeah, they already tried to learn several times, and also given up several times. And now that they come and they don't feel like they really want to invest in it. They just come and like for the sake of trying. Yes, as we see learning English as a process of just studying English. They try, but never really invest in it. And it's just because we never are open about our bad experiences. Then we talk about our mistakes, about things that we experienced and they worked or didn't really work. I sometimes tell my students that in my mind, I still live with the word, English language, but in my mind, I still have this word language. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's telling about that sometimes we learn what in a crazy way, like drilling it in our mind, and it's not so good. It really for writing, it's not really helpful idea to learn words like that. But still, sometimes you make mistakes as students, and they stay with us for life. It's just that they need to be able to admit it now. Okay, to be partner, not a dominant. Yes, definitely. We are managers, we supporters. Yes, we never just abusers. Okay, so we love learning. We talked about that. Yes, it's a good idea that we show our students that we learn in something. We can show them results. Yes, our certificates to show our abilities, but also we can talk to them that we want to learn something new in English. Yes, in any kind of type of profession, we learn. If we are not learning, it means that we are skipping on something. We're really missing a chance to become better in it. Yes, and it becomes boring. Try to recall Vygotsky theory of comfort zone, learning zone, and also anxiety zone. Yes, and only the zone of proximal development, let's call it easier, learning zone. It's a zone that we really feel like a bit of challenge, but we feel like we are progressing. Then we're in comfort zone and anxiety zone, and just like we already all given up on learning or just feeling bored. So we need to show that being in learning zone, it's cool, it's interesting, it's something that you can do. And we as teachers, we sometimes role a model. Yeah, and that they really would be supporting other students without even giving them like motivational topics. Yeah, so maybe just being there and showing that we are doing like that. Yeah, we really give them example of good behavior. So we need to be transparent. We need to talk about how many hours it will take to go through the book. Never tell them that going through one level means that you automatically receive this level. Yes, sometimes when especially when it's A2 B1 transition, sometimes we take it like not only once, maybe 2 books would be needed. Just go through it. Yes, that's why in school be like layering our English. Yeah, we add layers to it. But this adult learning, they sometimes want the easy answers. Like, tell me how long we will be learning. Have a year. Easy answer. Yes. A good answer would be 120 study hours. Yes, it's like a standard number of hours that we have for any kind of course, 120. And also, would I be able to take some exam? Yeah, no, let's say bit first. Yes, but we need to make some measurements. We need to take a placement test to talk about your gaps in the progress of learning. And then we need to do a test one more time and to see if you're really reaching your goals. Yes, that way it will be transparent. Yes. Okay, combination of all both. Yeah, and also this one, I believe it's something that I've learned from another NGL speaker, and I don't want to give up on this idea. I want to share it with you. Keep it human. Keep it human. It's really important that sometimes then we deal this book and it's like never of the page learning. They forget that other students come with their own ideas about learning and they have their own interests, yes, and their own aims that they want to achieve. And also all that need to be included not only just like a sequence of reading, listening, speaking, writing, listening, speaking, writing, reading. Yes, like mixing different types of language skills, it's good. But we also need to remember that if we have less time that we would like to have, if we have some struggles with our students, sometimes we need to pace of this learning process and keep it human. Always talk about interests, talk about ask personalized questions, all about that. To include this from me to you, yeah, from face-to-face communication. Even if you're doing it through the screen, if you're teaching online, keeping it human, it's really important. That would really give our students understand that they are not a product that we make in like in some kind of factory or plant. Yes, okay. One more student with B2, one more student with B2, something like that. No, that we are really invested in their learning as we're trying to be humans. Yes, we're trying to understand their struggles, and we are open. Then they will be ready to talk to you about these struggles. So I believe it's there, but you know, I would say if it would be all of that, it would be ideal. One more time, ideal and approachable. It's better than to be ideal and not approachable. But can you share with me which point you are struggling? There, for you, it's a bit harder. There, you feel like you're a bit like. For me, I would like. It's hard to admit, but I know that sometimes I'm not really inspired. I'm not really inspired, especially if I'm going through the same books like for 5 or for 6 times, yeah, and then I see even interesting, yeah, question. Then I already heard like answers of 100 people on it. It's hard to be inspired by it, and it always asks to put more attention to topic, to think for new, look for new approaches. That's why sometimes I feel like I'm not really inspired. And I would say for me, another struggle is that I intentionally skipped to mention that I don't have all the answers. Yeah, like trying to in my mind to be ideal. Yeah, but sometimes I especially remind myself that I need to have this conversation with adult students that I'm not all the ideal. I'm also human. I'm a teacher. I will be helping you to learn, but you can ask your peers, your classmates, the same questions that you ask me. Yeah, and maybe you will be able to find your answer quicker than you would just be looking for me giving you an answer. Yeah, something like that. Sometimes we need to speak about it, but for me, these 2 points would be yeah. Okay, I see we have already a mission. Yes, I would say it's more closer to manifest. Yes, like manifest what to include. Yes, or there we would like to go. Yeah, but also remember it's up to you, as we not like models, we're humans, and we have some skills developed better and a bit worse, but that makes us unique. Yes. Okay. Also, it leads to another question. Oh, no, not another question. You see, for voices, we have this video program. The authors talk about struggles. This particularly about struggles of people who only start beginner level. Yeah, and you see, author is showing like on the blackboard these struggles. Tell me, do you see the same in your students? Then you only start this road of learning English with your students. Like they don't understand what are you saying. Yeah, like. Okay, listen and comprehension, written. Okay, written production. Yes. Thank you. Ruslan, I need to mention that certificate will be sent to you. You don't have to write your name to me, but it's good. Okay, so sometimes beginners say that they don't understand what you're saying to them. Yeah. Okay. Do you have some quick advice to your colleagues? What to do in such case? How to react? Okay, I see pluses. What we, okay. Okay, yes, ask another student to translate or maybe to explain, yeah, in easier words. I usually try not to go, with beginners, yes, sometimes it's first level, that first language we need to use, but the better start with explanation. Yeah, please explain in easier words. As you see, then you sitting on the C2 or C1 or maybe even B2, but you only look at a person who is, let's hope, A1, but sometimes it's false A1. Or maybe you just explain an alphabet. Any started point is a good started point. It's just that it's good to do explanation as we try to learn this communication using English. Yes, so explanation. Okay, continue listening. Repeat once again. Yes, repetance. Repetance. If you take a look at primary books, especially for some like insights and ideas, they say a lot. Repeat, even activities. Repeat and repeat. Repeat. And see the progress, notice the progress, not in your students doing new exercises similar to this, but doing this exercise quicker, yeah? For them to do it quicker, that would be their progress and their results, yes? And also, then you see positive behavior, always prize, yes? Tell something good, then your students understand you. At least try to smile. It's a good. Okay. Also, have you experienced situation then your students at beginner level, at elementary level, felt overloaded? Like too much information, too much grammar, too much vocabulary. It's hard to do homework as you need to do something that you know not really been doing the last 10 years maybe after school. Like, oh, sorry. So, overloaded. Yes, okay. We must play games with young learners a lot. Oh, yeah. I sometimes take inspiration for adult learning from primary learners. They have one of the coolest ideas about gamification. Really, much more progress than for adults we can right now propose. Sometimes it happens. Yes, and you see, we need to be transparent about this, about feeling that it's too much information, and it's okay to make like a rule, yeah, classroom rule, that then you feel that it's too much, please tell me, explain that I'm a level C1, you're trying to learn A1. For us to be able to communicate in English, please tell me when you feel like I'm giving you too much, and next time I will try to pace up it better. But after like a stop word, yes, overrated, please let's play a game, yeah, something like that. It's a good idea also to pace your lesson like that, that you're giving your students only several minutes for activity and change activities a lot, yes, that you never stick to one long activity with beginners and elementary, as sometimes they really feel overloaded. If you're doing some activity, doing steps, and don't be shy to explain, give explanation several times and help them. Sometimes they feel nervous, yeah? Not all adults have good school experience. Sometimes they feel like they experience bullying or maybe just being ignored, yeah, and then they come to the class. There they meet some other adults, and they need to be on the spotlight, yeah, to tell something, to do some activity, to talk with other people, and that can be struggling. Sometimes you can see, if you're teaching online, that some people saying, sorry, I won't turn on my camera. It's just that I don't feel confident enough to do that. Yeah? They feel nervous. It's okay. We need to provide them with some social, emotional activity that would help them to integrate. Yes, and it's good to set another rule, that we can turn on cameras as it's respectful. Yes, you want to see how your students are speaking. That's why you need them to use cameras. But tell them that it's respectful. But if you really feeling like it's pressing on you, yeah, please turn off. Just be active. through the writing in the chat, like you are doing right now, yeah? And also, sometimes students, they get lost in a process of learning what is happening, especially then it's 120 hours with the teacher. Sometimes they lose the aim. What they're doing, okay, it's one more sequence of doing, okay, one more unit, okay, yes, but I don't see my progress. So that we will talk about today, yeah. I will pick up too for us to be able to talk about it. What we need to do for other students to feel that they are progressing. Even especially it's beginner and elementary. So, one more quick question. What makes our lessons outstanding experience? Yes? How to help our students to be invested at maximum level. Yeah. I will be showing you my list. Please add something to it. I believe it's good to add 1 or 2 ideas to it. So, our lessons propose clear aims. We start each unit talking about aims, and especially not just aims that books provide you. Ask your students, what do you want to learn? What do you want to learn related to this topic? Yeah, like you add in 1 or 2 small ideas what you will be learning in this for this unit, for this topic, but it will help your students to anticipate that they will be learning something important and sometimes even necessary for them. Yes, just don't let them give you topics. Oh, I think about working in IT. Let's learn about IT. Don't let them give you general ideas. As then you would bring them vocabulary for IT. They would be like, oh, it's too much words, why I need, I am still not working. No, not really. Not interested and don't want to waste our time on it. Try to ask particular small goal that you can put on note, like 3-4 words goal that they would follow for each unit, or several phrases that they want to learn in this unit. Like you're talking about sports, one more activity that they are really interested in. Yeah, and you would be including it. Then you talk about games or sports that we use with go. Yeah, go swim and go running. Right pace. We need to pay attention to the time and pay attention to the exchange of activities. Pace is good. And sometimes we don't need to put a lot of boring activities, yeah, or activities that would push our students to the anxiety zone. That would be right pacing. Also, we need to be communicative, and I've seen several ideas about doing activities that make our lesson student-oriented or student-centered, yeah, like revised classroom, yeah. They need to put our students in this spotlight and still speak a lot, as they need to get used to English, but let them to participate a lot, to react to each your phrase also. That's why we learn some classroom vocabulary, yeah, how to deal with each other. And also some provide them with some templates or some examples that they can just fill in the gaps, and that would be their answers. Scaffolding techniques. I think it's obvious, yeah, that with lower level students, we really using scaffolding techniques, just like helping them and providing them with a lot of support, and slowly taking it away when they approaching B1. Also, we given a feedback, but always try to update skills of our students, not just like we teaching you some skills, we updating it, yes? Like skill for reading, skill for writing, skill for communicating with other people, so language skills, soft skills, different type of skills, yes, communicative too. But it's sometimes also a good idea that you see your students struggle with reading, talk about them, how they learned reading, and have this one lesson, particular session, then you would be talking about how to read. It's not embarrassing to learn how to read quicker and pick up some information, yeah? Some examples of scaffolding techniques. Okay, we can open up this, warming up this vocabulary, yes? Ask a lot of personalized questions after that, yeah? Like trying to include it. Take a look at photos, so it would be some pre-reading or pre-watching activities that would be helping our students to find ideas that they can later find in their big activity, like reading, watching a video, such scaffolding techniques. It's like they are doing this. Press something, during something, and post something, yes? And they like building a frame, this scaffolding, yes? From simple to challenging, yes, that one. But also, it's important to finish with simple ones again, yes? For them to feel that you've done something meaningful and it wasn't a struggle for them. It was challenging, but they finished with a good mood. Yeah. So that's why we often ask personalized questions at the end, just for them to gather all ideas, but do some fun activity at the end. Yeah, or play a game or something like that. Okay. So, learning objectives, let's do it quickly. Bloom's taxonomy, I believe, as I see you describing a lot of techniques, some of you already know what is it, yeah? I just quickly mention the main points. So, then, okay, this idea helped us really a lot in ELT. Educational psychologist Benjamin Bloom, with his colleagues and co-writers, sorry we don't know their names, proposed this idea, how we build on any kind of learning process, what are intentions through it, but through the period of practice and using this idea, this teaching, it was updated to this version, yeah? And you probably learned this one, but maybe you've already seen this variant too. It's just that easier to remember the revised variant, yeah? Something like we're going through this process, it's easy to understand. Then we think about what phrases we say to our students. Listen to these words and repeat them, yeah? New vocabulary, the teacher at the stage, remember, yeah? Then understanding, we progress to understanding. Read the text, find these new words, answer true-false questions. Yes, we're already working with comprehension, this understanding the topic. Next, we want to apply this vocabulary or some grammar, yeah, that we found in the text. Work in pairs, create a plan. Use phrases from your text. Yes, it will be applying. Next, we analyze what we've done. And we, right now, changing activity. You see, it's important to change between pair work and group work. Like, write a list of ideas, yeah, for a holiday using a text. Which do you like? Why? Why do you like these ideas? Analyzing, it's always about why, yeah? And then we evaluate, we exchange these plans, and we define the best holiday idea from the texts, from our own discussions in small groups, and evaluate them together. Yeah? And then we create some poster, we create some kind of note for us where we would like to go. Yes, it would be creation. So it's a process of learning. Then we only learn something new and we go through it, finishing with some productive activity. But you see, we have a paradox with this Bloom's taxonomy and with learning any kind of new knowledge, especially, it's that Tasks that aim at high-order thinking, that takes more time to analyze, to apply, yeah? They often require from other students high level of language. Yeah, like it's obviously that it would be much easier for students to analyze and answer questions why than they B1 and B2 when they have A1. Yeah, but we want our students to use their intelligence. As lower level in English doesn't mean that they have low level of intelligence. Yes, so let's divide this Bloom's taxonomy at obvious parts. Like then we check basic comprehension. It's remembering, understanding, and applying. Yes, critical thinking. We analyze, we evaluate, we have profound discussions and providing reasoning. You see at the right all these they called learning objectives verbs. Yes, that we can use to give instructions, and they have creative thinking, but it's what usually we do with B1 and B2 with C1 students. Then we just do that comprehension, quick check, then a big part of critical thinking, and then maybe some creativity if we have time. But with lower levels, I propose you to broad critical thinking like that. You see? Use a bit of questions why more often with applying and creativity, asking them why, how do you feel, asking them out of box questions. Here in these stages, then it would be providing motivation and help your students to be interested in it. Yeah, so you can ask a lot, but it would be strange if you just taught some new words and would be asking a lot of questions about them. Like it's the stage of remembering. Yeah, but then if your students already applying ideas, applying these words, it's already a good idea to give them one or two abilities to think about them. Yes, so we'll try to broaden it a bit. So it would be like a mixture of check-in, comprehension, and also critical thinking. And I promised you that today we will take a look at what to do. This book, then it's elementary, and how to help students. I will be showing you ideas from voices, but you know, it's some techniques that you probably would be able to find in any kind of book. Mine is just the newest edition, and I really like voices. It's a cool book for adults. So first of all, they try to use high impact photos, as it's easier to start any kind of conversation like that. Ask about emotions, about feelings. You see this photo. What emotion do you feel? Is it positive, negative? Yeah. So happy, sad. It's just easier to teach one or two words for emotions, and students would really remember it. But I wanted to mention that it's important to set goals. Yeah, it's important to set goals when you start a unit. In some books, you probably see opening picture and some goals. Mine has it like that. I will show it closer for us to be able to read. You see, it's goals that talk about what people do in real life, posting, talking about people that are important to us, yes. Also, understanding how people feel in conversation, how to listen to people and hear their ideas, and also how to write in social media some posts, some comments like that. So it's more this common. You see voices. I always write down at the under the book, it's written voices level elementary. It's for adults. I just want to show you that sometimes you have these goals in your book already written for you, but what I told you, it's good to ask your students, especially elementary beginner, what you want to add. B1 would be also very pleased if you ask them, but they will bring you a lot of trouble with answering it. As they would bring this and that and that and this. But beginners, they just give you one or two ideas, like only that I would add. For example, social media posts and using Quora, or some kind of additional media that we want to include. Maybe Instagram, how to write social media post on the Instagram, not just Facebook, different platforms, different approaches. But try to divide these into blocks. And maybe you can use mine. My book is providing goals for each lesson. It's helpful. You can just do quick revision, like now I can do this after finishing one lesson. But if you want to use this method, you can take a jump box. If you teach a jump board, if you're teaching online, and put some stickers like or mirror whiteboard. Put stickers, these goals that you would be going through the unit, and then take it away for your students to see that some goals are disappearing, they already learned it. Or you can do the same if you're teaching offline. Just a board, and you put stickers and maybe names, and if your student provided you some additional goal, put a name for this goal. Like, we need to prize people for bringing interesting ideas to our classroom, like that. We will ask them, please add, and it's something, it's easy. If you're doing it offline, people can leave even comments on it, like smiles, some doodles, it's also good. So divide goals and finish lesson with saying, okay, now they can do this and this. Oh, not really. Like idea from primary school. Always have a system to analyze what you learned. I also like it. Divide and conquer. We use this approach, divide and conquer. But we're talking about learning, so it's we dividing goals into smaller steps. And also, I will show you, it's interesting that for elementary, we say something, we teach them goals in very simplistic way, like understand thank you messages, practice the simple present. Then I first opened this book, I was like, the simple present. No, it should be present simple, but it's for me and for people who are learning linguistics, that this time need to be, this tense need to be called present simple. But for people who are learning, who really feeling like they're overloaded by information and also they're nervous, it's easier to learn the simple present. And then I will show them after just the explanation that, yes, there is such title like present simple, but the first impact already done. They learned that we use I do, I don't as simple present. And people understand concept of simple. With adults, I had a real struggle when saying facts. They don't really understand what does it mean speaking about facts, but simple present, they understand. That I've checked already. So it's about that. We set goals, we divide them, and we follow the progress, looking through it. So the jump board, and I believe it would be interesting for them to do that. And if you have several students, you can just like let them do it in like a competition. Who is quicker, finish it, their personal goals. Okay, so several more. I believe this one need to be divided in really 5 stages here. So this lesson is just grammar, learning. These 2 green ones, it's grammar. This is pronunciation one, and I want to show you how they include scaffolding technique. This. What we start doing this unit, we look at the title, we look at the goals, and then we start with the questions. It's elementary. It seems like reading a question, it's a bit complicated for them. Like, some of them can read, some of them sitting and feel like, okay, I came after work, what I'm doing here. Then we are finished on our lesson. Okay, thank you, teacher. See you next year. Week. Something like that. But what I do with beginner and elementary, I ask them to underline important words. I teach them this exam strategy, underlining words that they can use in answering. Like, who are the important people in your life? The important people in your, we don't underline, in life, yeah, in life. And here we maybe like draw in a cycle, meaning that we will be changing it. The important people in my life are, we can use the arrow, like showing that it will be after. It's good. Yeah, it's good to help our students to understand how to answer questions. For them, this a bit of struggle to quickly answer it. For us, it's already something that we do automatically. We look at this sentence and we understand. Oh, my important people, yes, I'm doing some paraphrasing, like changing the word order. My important people are my family and also my colleagues, and obviously you today, yes, teachers who are on this webinar. But you see, for other students, we need to understand their struggles and show them several times. We will do this them. We will learn a strategy, and then they will be progressing much quicker. Yeah. Oh, thank you, absolutely. So it's about that. Try to underline the same. Then we do something in the text. Try to underline. Why? You see, next, after reading these two texts, my students would be asked to find examples for the grammar object pronouns. How to use me, them, yeah? Help me use them, yeah? Write to them, learn from them, all these constructions. And then they need to underline. This is why we teach them underlining, even if they don't do some exam. It's a good idea, yeah? Oh, it's a good question. Do the people at the elementary can understand such text? No. It's a big bit riddle for them. They're looking at it and like, oh no, it's a lot. It's a lot. What they're doing? They don't translate it together. They sit with each other, with students, and they can ask them, please highlight all the words that you don't understand. I know it takes time, but after you do it like 3 times with your students during different units, they would know how to read much quicker and understand big and complicated text. They highlight the words. Then I ask which words are repeated. They see that some words that they don't know, they have high repetance, and these words we try to as a group explain. Yeah, maybe some people know. Explain, we write in translation or explanation, something like that. We already working with it, yes? And then some of them we will translate. And after that, we will check if a sentence is understandable right now. If not, we will look there to make a more highlights. But that day, I teach my students that there is no text that you need to understand each word. Even if you go to ZNO, if you go into IELTS, you would meet new words. And you need to deal with the stress of not knowing something. It's okay not to know. That's why I admit my mistakes very often for my students, saying that, oh, I don't know this word, let's Google it, or maybe I will look up for next lesson. It's about that. Helping students to understand that something big and complicated is not reason to give up. It's a reason to divide and discuss. Yeah, divide and discuss. Like dividing and conquering. We do an opposite of Julius Caesar, but we still doing that. So I hope it's helpful for you to understand that text can be read, big text can be read in the elementary. It's just that we need to take to correct approach to help our students find words that they don't understand, ideas. Yeah, but the main goal to understand ideas. Also, you see what I told you, simple present. Then we would go to grammar references. We have a lot of grammar references in each book. You can find them. You would be able to find correct title, present, simple, exercises, tables, all will be there. But then you explain ideas of grammar to beginner and elementary. Try to be simplistic. try to give them explanations like you would be given to a child. Yeah, something complicated. If you can explain it in easy words, in simple words, it would be much helpful to your students than if you just tell them how to create present simple. Yeah, present simple is something that we learn quickly, as we have of high frequency of these sentences in our life and use it often. But I don't know, what about you? My first lesson about present simple, I had to prepare for 4 hours to give just 1 hour presentation for a student about present simple. Yeah? And it takes time to figure out these simple words to talk about it. And also want to share an insight with you. It's one of my students shared with me. We were learning about and them, yeah, how to use them, how to use articles. And my student told me, you see, about all the rules, we learned everything. It was also elementary, but we had to go through the grammar reference and learn it almost by heart. He told me something like that. Irina, you see, I understand that I need to put a, then I want to say any, any, yeah? A book means any book. Give me any book. No, yeah, it's a crude idea. They would say not any. It's closer to don't give me any books, any book. Yeah, but why I need to put there? I put there. Then I want to say this book. Give me this book or give me that book. Yeah, the beginning of the word. Any, that, this, that. It was his insight. I believe it's a good idea. It's something that would help him, yeah, this communicating with people, and don't feel bad about what he learned. Yeah, a lot of exceptions. He learned all about that, about rules, then to use as a one, then to use the in repeatance of cases, but still. It's good that he found his own insight in English, and it really motivated him to continue learning. Also, talking about how people understand to hear, it's important. It's all about that. Think about struggles. Yeah. So mostly I'm talking not about teaching techniques today, but mostly about us understanding as teachers, understanding struggles of the students, and trying to simplify it for them. Yeah, and try to minimize their stress. Yeah, and also I know that when we're teaching adults, we have struggles with such exercises. That sometimes we have a group of people, yeah, of students. Sometimes it's individual lessons, and both of them, it's a struggle to do some speaking, as sometimes our students don't want to be invested in conversation. Like, it's hard for them to start. You need to give additional push. Sometimes they are not really feeling like sharing their ideas with people with whom they are learning in English. Or sometimes it's just you and your student, and then you see activity like work in groups. It's like, what we will do? We will skip, yeah? Or I just ask my student these questions and we just quickly finish it. No, with such activities, I propose a bit different approach. You see, if you're talking about how do you thank the important people in your life, and you want to have some discussion, I sometimes include this. Take example from Reddit or Quora when people discuss this topic. You see? What's the most uplifting, warm, beautiful thing you can say to someone? Yeah, it's a good idea. A student would be looking through people ideas. Yeah, it's exchange of ideas, but through the written media. And then I would ask him or her questions. Which is what idea do you like the most? Yeah, which you would use. Yeah, something like that. I would be asking about ideas that people provided. Yeah, and that would be feeling like he or her learning from real people. Yeah, and then it would be a real experience. It's something with more impact and importance than just general discussion, I believe we would call it like that. You see, sometimes students, when you use Reddit, they return and tell, "Oh, I found interesting topic. Let's include this discussion. I have these ideas." And I would say, "Oh, so sorry, I don't have time to open it and to do it with you, but maybe you can just tell us ideas from this Reddit." Yeah, I'm a bit sly teacher, and students would say, okay, this idea, we have discussion, this idea, yeah, working like that, helping them. So if you haven't struggled with speaking, this level of elementary beginner, Reddit and Quora, one of the best supporting materials that you can use, as it provides real experience and opinions of different people. They like included in your classes about automatic model students. Okay, so I have a question, last question for today. What idea you will use for your next lesson? Let's reflect. It's important to finish any kind of lesson with reflection. Let's use this teaching technique. What idea you would like to try? Scaffolding, okay. Stickers, okay. You know, I've tried this idea with Jamboards, never tried this teaching offline with stickers. I would like to try to do that with stickers too, to see how it will be working, how people would react. But I've tried to write names on stickers. Scaffolding. Okay, tell me, then you're interested in scaffolding. I believe it's some basic topic, yeah? It's important, but basic. Do you want a webinar about it? Do we need to talk about scaffolding more? Yes, yeah. Okay, so we need to talk about scaffolding. I will look up, maybe we will have it like oriented, like scaffolding techniques for reading or for writing. I will look up and maybe we'll change a bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. Tell me, do you have any questions about today's topic, about like helping students reaching goals? Then they begin and okay, it's it's trendy, but I believe it's included in a lot of teaching learning programs, yeah, and you can hear a lot about it in South and Delta also. So I believe it's something like already like a buzzword, yeah, something that very trendy, but still it's all around us and we use it a lot. It's something that we use a lot, but not always talk about it. I believe it's something like that. So I try to include such things as photos of National Geographic from Ukrainians. Yeah, let's include our culture to this. I need to mention, oh, please stick with me. I have one of things that I want to share with you. Please, 1 or 2 minutes, and I will let you go. Your certification, certificate of participation, already jumping ton. So your certificate of participation will be sent to you within 3 working days. I remind you, on Tuesday, only on Tuesday, check your email and junk box. If it's there, okay, please come for next webinar. If not, please contact me and I will send it to you. Yeah. My important notice that I want to give it to you. I know we have today mostly teachers who are interested in teaching adults, but it's a first child of National Geographic Learning and Linguist Publishing. It's a course that called Imagine. I would really appreciate if you take a look at it or maybe share with colleagues. Yeah. Right now, this book is going through the competition on IMSO Facebook page. You can just scan and take a look. So it's our first try to make a proposition to state schools about learning this approach, talking about images, high impact photos, yes, and have our young learners not to have struggles, yeah, as their we have these adult students with struggles. It's primary learners who just grown up, yeah, without being able to learn interest in English. I'm all for idea of learning interest in English together, starting from primary. But sometimes we need to talk about topics of bad experience with adults if we don't give them base. So please give thumbs up, yeah, for Imagine, and if you're interested to try this, please use it. I would be really welcoming it, and we will be given a lot of support, ELT support and consulting for this book. So if you need to contact me, you can use my phone or my email, irinamalярova@linguist.ua. Yeah. I can be also found in our Telegram chat. We have a channel in the chat, so please join. And also we have site in GL Ukraine, where you can see all the books that we propose to Ukraine. Voice, one of them, it's Cards for Adults. Thank you. I feel that today we had a lot of people with us, and also it was a really warm webinar today. Can you send a link to Telegram? If you stick with me for a minute or two, I will be able. It's just that I need to open Telegram to be able to do it like that. You can also. Oh yes, you can watch this webinar. It will. It's recorded right now, and I believe we will download it. Then, or on Friday or on Monday, it will be there. So, wait a second, I'm already looking for a link. Okay, so it's a link to our Telegram. Please join. I know they have a lot of advertisement there, but also recently I've published a game. And I'm only learning that I need to publish games for some events like 40th of February, before 40th of February. So it's a bit of mistake for me, but if you really need some games for adults who only like up to level B1, you can give them some interesting game this week. I hope to see you on future webinars. Yeah, thank you. So thank you for coming, and I hope it will be so active as it's today.